wasn't drinking water. In the 19th century, this river was a cesspool. It was filthy. Everything was dumped in the river back then. Human waste, to waste from the very stockyards, the garbage, you name it, it went in the river. The river was so dirty that at the time of the Great Chicago Fire, it actually burnt. So we had a high rate of mortality back then because of polluted water. So in 1892, the Army Corps of Engineers came to Chicago and went downriver. The bed of the river is 22. First page after its dedication was his wheelchair. Coming up to a little harbor over here. This little harbor is called Jean-Baptiste Dussable Harbor. It's one of 12 harbors we have in Chicago. We moor over 3,000 boats. We are a boating community. We do like our boats here. If you look at the back of the harbor, you'll see a large boat that's moored there permanently. That is home to the Columbia Yacht Club. That is the Abaquate. 7 more stories. More movable bridges. There are more movable bridges on this river than any other that stay reversed. Originally, this river flowed into Lake Michigan. This river. Well, naturally, after we did that, all of Lake Michigan water now is coming downriver. Well, the great states of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Indiana, and the country of Canada started complaining. They said we were taking too much Lake Michigan water. So they sued us and took us to court. We had a court battle for many, many years with them. Sunset tonight. On the captain's waiting to get in the lock. If you look over to the right here, look back by the city there. It's hard to see. It's kind of silhouetted and hesitation there. When you look at a building there, it has like a ball or a minaret on top. Okay? That actually is a yellow minaret there. That is the Intercontinental Hotel, formerly the Sheraton Chicago Hotel, originally the Medina Men's Club. That is a minaret up there. It's a yellow minaret. A lot of people ask what that is. A lot of people think it's a water tower. Well, it's not. What that was very popular in the 20s and 30s. But there was a disaster in Lakehurst, New Jersey, at the Hindenburg Zeppelin that crashed and burnt, and there was a big loss of life. After that, they you see the well, it's all part of it. Minaret, which I can show you next to it. That's all part of the board. That is the flies up there. While we're waiting, I'll give you a little history about our lake out there. I mentioned we're going to go on the lake, obviously. Lake Michigan is one of the 5 Great Lakes. It's the third one. You can see the water mark on the wall. You can see how high the boat's going to rise. This lock, when it's full, holds roughly 8 million gallons of water. When the lock gates either open or close, roughly 285,000 gallons of water either leave or enter the lock at any one time. The water in this lock comes and goes by a natural flow of gravity. There are no pumps in this lock. Municipal Pier. That was a working commercial pier for many, many years. Then it was held at the University of Illinois for many years. Then they went to a new campus in Michigan City, and you can also see on our really clear cold days in Buffalo. Also on the right as we come around here, look at that lighthouse out there. That's the Harbor Light. That is a working lighthouse. It's an automated lighthouse. It's run by the Coast Guard. The city of Chicago used to own that lighthouse, though, and they had a deal going. You could live in that lighthouse and rent it for $1 a year. All you had to do was maintain that light. Now, it was very popular for a while. One guy even got married out there, but the story goes that the last tenant in there was a party animal. And one night, the Chicago Police were in, and they And now we're going by Navy Pier over here. This is the point of the pier here, this dome section of it. You notice all this flat. It's the largest water filtration plant in the world. It filters roughly gallons of water a day out of there. So Monmouth Park, it's named in honor of Milton's war hero. He received the Congressional Medal of Honor. It's the John Hancock Building, built in 1969, the tallest building in the world. It was built as Skidmore at Merrill. I want to tell you, though, that where that building sits is an area called the Gold Coast, or the Magnificent Mile, also nicknamed Streeterville. That's some of the most valuable property in the world, certainly the most valuable property in the city of Chicago. He knew he had a land acres of land. He claimed that land, he named it Streeterville. He said he was governor of Streeterville. He sold lots there. He's built Sin City, brothels and taverns. For 30 years, he annexed that land to do it. Finally, after 30 years, they raided one night at one of his brothels. He shot a policeman. He was arrested, thrown in jail, and that's how they were able to annex that land and make it part of the great city of Chicago. We're heading back south now along the lake, heading towards the museum campus. I'm going to be quiet for a while. I want you to enjoy the cruise here. Take some nice quiet moments here.
See, you always copy. I'm on the